guys, this is Bo with Simply Sold, and I just wanted to come make a quick video about how we buy houses in Louisville, Kentucky. You know, there's a lot of opportunities for you as the individual seller. There's a lot of opportunities out there and a lot of, as I would say, noise in this space. A lot of people who are buying properties or say they're buying properties. You're probably getting calls and messages, and your phone is probably going crazy about trying to sell your property. And I just wanted to come and inform you a little bit about how we do business at Simply Sold, and something that I want to talk to you really quickly. There's a couple reasons why we buy houses, and I'm going to narrow them down to 4 reasons. Number 1 reason, and this is not in level of importance, I just labeled them 4 things and they all kind of go together. So number 1 would be a major lifestyle change. Maybe something has happened in your life and your lifestyle is changing drastically. A lot of times this would get people to A, sell a house that they live in, or B, sell a house that they don't live in, like a rental property. Whatever that lifestyle change may be for you, it may be an unfortunate death in the family, it may be a job change or a relocation or something unexpected that you are experiencing in your life, and you just need to sell right now and you don't have time, or maybe the equity to list your property. That's very common. So no matter what that is, please do not be embarrassed to have a phone call with us, and I will be the first person to tell you, hey, it doesn't work for me, or I can refer you out to somebody else who it might work for. I have a great network of people who I work with locally who are great investors and great people, and I know great realtors as well who work with our team too, can get something done. So no worries if you're in that situation where you're finding yourself in a crazy life-changing situation that you just need to sell your property. We probably can help you too. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that you may have a problem property. Whatever that looks like for you, there's probably not a situation that we haven't dealt with here at Simply Sold. And let me just give you a scenario right now. We're currently in the process of buying a property from somebody that has squatters in the house. And this just seems to be our life story in the current days that we are living in. Lots of crazy problem properties. Let's leave it at that. Lots of problem properties, and if you find yourself in this situation, this is another reason why people sell. This is number 2, and not in any area of importance, but definitely people find themselves in this scenario when we go to buy houses in Louisville. Number 3, and this may be the most important thing, you'll have to, whatever's the most important to you, you'll have to figure that out, but I think a lot of people, they find themselves in a financial situation. Maybe they inherited a house that they didn't intend on inheriting right now, and now they have 2 properties that they're dealing with, or they've lost a job and they can't pay for the house. Whatever that may be, we buy houses in Louisville that people are dealing with financial circumstances that they just are outside of their control. So that's something that if you find yourself in, hey, definitely can go to our website, simplysold.com, and we can work through that together. There's no hopeless situation that I've found that we can't help somebody out in. There's, whether it's a bankruptcy or a foreclosure or a pre-foreclosure, or your pre-foreclosure meaning you're about to get foreclosed on, you've been notified, or you're back in payments. It doesn't matter. We've bought properties midst of foreclosure, midst of bankruptcies. We've done it all. We've done a lot of stuff, and a lot of our partners have too. So we have the experience to do this. We have a lot of great people who work with us. So don't exempt yourself from trying to sell your property because your situation is just too big. That's not necessarily true. Let's have a conversation about that. Lastly, and definitely not least, this is the area where we probably buy the most properties from, and kind of stack it along with some of the other problems too, would be a tired landlord. We buy houses in Louisville from tired landlords. Definitely. Well, just last week we were at the eviction office with one of our local partners here in Louisville. A landlord had invited us to go along for a ride to see what it was like in the day of a landlord. And we also own properties too, but at the same time, this person was a big landlord, and he was just taking us around, showing us what it was like to go to court and do evictions and file for the evictions. it's a major problem. And so if you're going through something like that, and I say this with a smile because you know what, no point in frowning, but I say it like this, is like if you're going through something like that, we understand how that could be. Definitely give us a call. Something that we can help you out with. We can buy it with problem tenants. We do it all the time. We buy it with the tenants in place. We're buying a property tomorrow. Tenants stay in the house. We take over all the leases. We can take over evictions. Whatever it is, we will work with you through the situation. And we just wanted you to know that we buy houses in Louisville from a variety of people, in a variety of situations. So no situation is too big or too small, and maybe you just want to walk away from your house, and that's just okay too. It doesn't really matter. What I would love for you to do is give me a shot. I know there's a lot of people talking, and a lot of people probably trying to get a hold of you about your property, and I would love the opportunity to work with you. And I know that we would do a good job in buying your property and treating you fairly. We try to make this a very, very simple process, hence the name Simply Sold. We came up with that name for a reason, and it's because that we want to make this a very simple process for you, because we know that there's so many opportunities for you to go with a great realtor or somebody, but we want you to choose us, and we think that we can do the best job for you, and that we will treat you right with respect in your situation and make sure that you walk away from the closing table a happy person. So that's my goal today. And again, I'm Bo with Simply Sold, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Have a great day. God bless.